Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Bradley Beal's agent clarifies misleading reports that birthed wild speculations he will go to Milwaukee Bucks through a four-team trade. Bradley Beal is not going to waive his no-trade clause to be able to join the Milwaukee Bucks or any recognized NBA title contenders. That is what the Phoenix Suns guards agent is saying now after the NBA world goes wild concerning a rumored four-team trade that also involves the Miami Heat, mainly because of Jimmy Butler and the Toronto Raptors. Dwayne Rankin of AZ Central wrote, speaking with the Arizona Republic at length, Bartelstein said, the reports that are out there are created out of thin air, that Beal would lift his no-trade clause if Milwaukee, Denver, Miami, or the Los Angeles Lakers were trade destinations. Brad's entire focus has been and is on getting healthy with his ankle and helping turn things around for the Suns, Bartelstein said. According to the four-team trade, the Bucks will get Beal and Kevin Love and then move out of the second apron in the process. The Suns will get Butler, whose former team Miami set to receive Chris Middleton and Bruce Brown. Brown's Raptors will then receive Bobby Portis and Pat Connaughton. Another NBA insider came out to refute rumors of Beal-Bucks connections. ESPN's Chris Haynes said, quoting a source from the Bucks organization, that rumors about the team vying for the three-time All-Star are untrue. Contrary to popular belief, I was just informed that the Milwaukee Bucks have not inquired about Phoenix Suns star Bradley Beal, said Haynes. In fact, it was explained to me that a connection between the two is non-existent. So, if Phoenix is able to acquire Jimmy Butler, it would not come via the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the star guard. Middleton fans can now rest about the possible separation. Fans who believe Beal wouldn't make them better probably feels good now, too. Three-team blockbuster trade could shake up league. The NBA rumor mill is abuzz as the Miami Heat, Phoenix Suns, and Milwaukee Bucks negotiate a three-team blockbuster trade. Centered around stars Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal, and Chris Middleton, the deal could significantly reshape the league's landscape. With the Suns making a bold move earlier this week to acquire 3 future first-round picks, all signs point to a trade being finalized soon. The Phoenix Suns recently acquired 3 first-round draft picks from the Utah Jazz in exchange for their unprotected 2031 first-round selection. These assets are key to their pursuit of Jimmy Butler, who has reportedly shown interest in joining Phoenix. The Suns' decision to boost their draft capital indicates that they're ready to make an aggressive offer. The Suns' maneuvering suggests that they see Butler as the missing piece to push them over the top in a highly competitive Western Conference. With 3 first-round picks, Phoenix now has the ammo to pull off a potential blockbuster 3-team trade. Reports suggest the Milwaukee Bucks are in serious talks to acquire Bradley Beal, who reportedly agreed to waive his no-trade clause to join the team. Beal's contract, which many around the league view as an albatross due to its size and length, has made finding suitors difficult for the Suns. The Bucks, however, seem willing to take on the deal if it means pairing Beal with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard. The addition of Beal would give Milwaukee one of the most dangerous offensive lineups in the league. Beal's scoring ability and experience would complement their existing stars, making the Bucks a formidable contender. However, the trade hinges on balancing salaries, potentially requiring a 4th team to get involved. For the Miami Heat, this trade represents the end of an era. Jimmy Butler has been the face of the franchise since 2019, leading the team to multiple deep playoff runs, including an NBA Finals appearance. However, reports suggest that the Heat are ready to move on, reshaping their roster for the future. Butler's rumored desire to join Phoenix aligns with Miami's willingness to part ways, provided they receive the right assets in return. While the exact framework of the trade remains unclear, the Heat are expected to use this deal as a launching pad to rebuild around younger talent. To execute this complex trade, a 4th team may be required to balance salaries and facilitate the movement of assets. teams like the Detroit Pistons or San Antonio Spurs, who have cap space to absorb contracts, could play a key role in finalizing the deal. This additional layer of complexity has reportedly slowed negotiations, but all parties remain optimistic about finding a resolution. The Suns' posturing earlier this week, along with Beal's willingness to waive his no-trade clause for Milwaukee, suggests that a deal could be imminent. With all three teams motivated to reshape their rosters, the NBA could be on the verge of one of the most impactful trades in recent memory. ESPN proposes three-team trade that would send Butler to Warriors. Could the Warriors propose a serious trade offer for disgruntled Miami Heat star Jimmy Butler before the NBA's February 6 deadline? ESPN's Bobby Marks and Kevin Pelton believe so. In an article published Wednesday, the two insiders wrote about how Golden State can strike a deal for Butler with Miami and a middling third team, the Detroit Pistons, with Pelton specifically proposing a plausible trade: Warriors get Jimmy Butler, Heat get Kyle Anderson, Gary Payton II, Andrew Wiggins, 2025 Warriors first-round pick, top 4 protected, 2028 Warriors first-round pick. Pistons get Kevin Looney, 2026, Los Angeles, Lakers second-round pick, via Heat. Butler has averaged 17 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.8 assists over 25 games this season. However, his off-the-court theatrics have been in full effect and concerning, and the six-time NBA All-Star reportedly was issued another suspension from Miami, this time on Wednesday for missing a team flight. Golden State doesn't have time for shenanigans. Literally, its championship window with superstar Steph Curry is closing, but Butler still is an enticing, attainable prospect for the gold-blooded franchise to consider. And if the Warriors are sold on Butler, then moving role players will be necessary and just. Golden State can choose from a variety of trade options, including moving Jonathan Kuminga and newly extended Moses Moody, Pelton wrote. The Warriors could also choose to deal the recently acquired Dennis Schroeder, so long as a deal is completed at the trade deadline or the day before. From a financial standpoint, Miami probably would be best off prioritizing shorter contracts around Wiggins as a Butler replacement. That means most of the value to the Heat here is in 2 first-round picks, though they have to give up a second-rounder to shed Looney's salary and make this trade legal. Marks added that, around the would-be centerpiece of Wiggins, Golden State has 4 expiring contracts in Schroeder, Payton, Looney and Kuminga to work with in a trade attempt for Butler. The Warriors are in desperate need of juice heading into the All-Star break. Golden State has hovered around .500 over the past few weeks and hasn't looked like a contender since its 12-3 start to the 2024-25 NBA season. Maybe Butler is the answer, or maybe he isn't. At least, as Marks and Pelton detailed, a trade to acquire the frustrated star is possible. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.